Okay, so what I've decided to do for Endymion is not just make it a three-part video. I feel like I don't want to analyze the whole movie and just kind of talk about pointless stuff and that I think are good or bad, which I wanted to do it first, but I was kind of thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to do it in three parts. I'm just going to analyze the parts that I personally think make this movie bad. You know, disappointing, I should say. It's not bad, it's just disappointing. But, yeah, I've decided to do that. Okay, so, the introduction, the beginning of the movie was good. I liked it. You know, I had the silliness of Index, I had the silliness of, railgun characters, I loved it. But it's like, when you hit that point when they meet Arista, it's just, okay, maybe I should re-explain what I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna briefly talk about the scenes, but when I hit a certain scene, I'm going to analyze that, and I'm going to move on. Okay, good. Okay, clear. Go. Okay, so when the whole thing with him bumping into Arissa, and you're like, pretty much how I expected it to go, pretty much. And then it's like her singing. Personally, I would suggest watching this in Japanese. Normally, I wouldn't suggest that. I would normally say, like, watching dubbed or Japanese. Doesn't matter, I mean, if you don't want to read, watch it dubbed. But to me, the Japanese singing's better, because I hired an actual freaking singer. But the dubbed girl, she sounds nice, and I watched the commentary, the voice actor commentary for the movie. I'll try to find that and put it in the description if you want to watch it, but I don't know if I can find that again. But I really had to dig deep. Yeah, so I'm wasting time. Mind blank. Darn it. I hate when my mind goes blank. Okay, yeah, so, and then it's like later on, they kind of play baseball, and then they go out to eat, which that scene was actually kind of funny, when Nexus keep eating, and he's like, spare me, Toba's like, spare me, and all that, and then it's like, later, before that, when, like, they're talking, and she's like, I'm a level 0, and she wants to be a singer, like, she irradiates bubbles and shininess, and Nexus is like, my eyes! She's too cute. I think I'm going blind. I thought that was hilarious. That was a hilarious moment ever. And then it's like, they go out to celebrate the scene as I was talking about earlier. And then it's like, later on, Tomo like carries her bags for her to take her back to her hotel or wherever she was going. And then she just randomly hums, and we see like the witch styles apprentices kind of watching over them and looking at them, and then later on we get a big fight, which I have to say real quick, each 3 of these apprentices have the designs of Athenius' outfit. You got the long haired blonde one with her hat and sort of like the hairstyle of her blocking out her left eye, like with Athenius' eye patch. And then you got the little girl that controls wind that has the exact outfit of Athenius in a way, but restylized, kind of hidden. And then you got the girl with the hat that kind of has Athenius' cape. So I'm just saying, those 3, not only the 3 have the outfits of Athenius, but the one with the witch hat and the blonde hair looks exactly like her. So I'm not confusing Kamichi of anything here. I'm just saying. But yeah, and then you got Style, really great fight. She's singing girls, a saint level person. And then he's all like, magic war between science, magic, and Tomo's like, okay, and then they disappear. And then we get the introduction of the Black Crow Force, which I have to admit, they were pretty cool looking, pretty cool design, Tron looking stuff. And then we see Shutora, who, of course, we first see, if her introduction is her butt, and then we just get an epic fight. And then it's like, she's all tells Toma, like, get out of here, you dumb, stupid kid. And he's like, come on, they leave. We get a thing with emotional scene with them and Narissa. And she's like, I want to be Marionetta, but I can't. Toma's like, follow your dreams, be Naruto. And then after that, we get, like, evil thing between Shitora and the immortal little girl, Lolly, who I forget the name of, and her room's actually kind of cool because it's like a big clock room, and then we see Shutora in her underwear for some strange reason, because fan service and all that. But and then like we find out Shutora has a dumb disease that doesn't make sense, because for some reason her brain can't transfer music when that makes no sense, because if she couldn't transfer music, couldn't her brain not transfer sound in general? And then later on, it's like, crap. Come on, Trenton, remember, Trenton. I just said my personal name. Why did I do that? But I don't really think it's a big deal, so I'm gonna say it anyway. What happened after that? Oh yeah, well wait, was that after? No. Then in the morning, or whatever, Toma goes to school, and the Index and Arisa take a bath together because fan service. Actually, no, wait, Toma talks with Tsuji Mikado and Kanzaki a little bit after that scene. And, Tsuji Mikado is, like, teasing Kanzaki and stuff, and saying, oh, she's a Saint-level person, and then we see this scene with Index and Arisa and, like, bathing together, and then, like, Index has an idea for a song that her and they could sing together, and they're all like, yay, and Toma walks in, and of course, he gets bitten by Index and gets blamed, even though that was kind of their fault, because they walked out of the bathroom, in which we see ridiculously looking Toma just have a bunch of bandages all over him, which I thought was funny, and then, which is probably, to me, is one of the most frustrating parts of the movie, which he asks Arisa, do you know anyone that could take care of you? And for some reason, it's freaking Misaka for some strange reason. We get no context of how they know each other. All we know is, oh, they just know each other for plot reasons, I guess. Is there a Rogun chapter of them together? Someone tell me, please. If there's one, I haven't read it. I would like to read it to at least get something from this movie. But yeah, they know each other. They could have gained a brief explanation in the elevator for those of us that don't read the manga. But, whatever, fine. And then later on, we just kind of see them walking and then talk about the little lolly immortal girl who's, like, someone. And she's, like, sitting behind him on the chair for some strange reason. I don't know. But, and then, like, they get to the big shoot thing, and then the manager tells basically on the others that they need to, like, be in it. And so, for a fun-filled reason, they get to be in it, we get to see Misaka and whatever that outfit was, I don't know. And then we get to see Ueharu in it being funny, and then Satine and Kuroko not being in it at all because, she's injured from that fight in that awesome arc with the red-headed girl whose name escapes me. And then we see Tomo looking down at them, and he's all like, what's Misaka doing here? And she must be protecting Arisa, which we actually get to kind of see. Him trusting Misaka, in which we see, for some reason, Shutora in a cloak, for some weird reason, the only person being in a cloak, when that makes no sense, because if you're trying to hide, why would you just be the only one in the crowd with the freaking cloak? And Toyama notices her, by no surprise, she kind of leaves, and he's all like, oh wait, but then it's like, we cut to the fight between Shutora and the Masculine from Bleach, or whatever this guy is. Tuxedo Mask, man. He's one of the Mortal Reanimated, I think, guys. And they have a pretty epic fight of a hand-to-hand combat and stuff. And then she throws bombs, doesn't work, and Toma intervenes, like, hitting him with a big pole. And then it's like he knocks the pole out of his hand, and then we find out that he's made of magic. For some weird reason, that's not explained ever. I guess it's said to believe he's a zombie, I guess. Like, did she pay Kabuto to reanimate him or something? I don't know. But he hits the button, and to be honest, he's actually kind of handsome and behind the mask. Not being gay here, I'm just saying he's pretty, like, Black Butler-ish. Just saying. And he hits the button, and everything explodes. Arisa's voice saves everyone. Everyone says that's a miracle. And all that crap, and then it's like later on she kind of has a stroke, I guess, I think, when she's like in the crowd, and Toma's like, you alright? They have a pretty cool scene under the waterfall, and oh yeah, I forgot to mention that, like, Toma, like, saves Shutora from, like, the earthquake or whatever, and, okay, let's see, and, like, later on, Arisa, like, goes out to eat with Index, and she's wearing glasses for some strange reason, I don't know. And then, like, the lady apprentice girl that was, like, in it, or whatever, like, the thinniest-looking girl, she kidnaps her, and then we see Congo for, like, 5 seconds while Index was being tied up, and then Toma finds out she got kidnapped, and he kind of asks the teacher to like drive him, which I thought was kind of funny. And then it's then we see that Style, a 14-year-old, I think that's what's confirmed now, that he's driving like this mid-century car or whatever. I don't know. They're magic. I would think they could fly, but whatever. But yeah, the birds are in it too. They drive away, and then the Tron Crow Force is after them, and which I would think the car wouldn't be able to outrun them, because I would think tanks would be a little bit faster, I guess. But we get a pretty cool scene, and he just kind of shoots out Kent Diaz, which is pretty cool shot. And then it's like they tip over because of explosions, and then Shutora is going to capture Arisa. Toma stops her. She throws a bunch of explosives up in the air, which causes a nuke explosion, which blasts them away. Then we kind of see Misaka like messing with pictures on her frog laptop, I think. And then she gets a call, she runs away, and we see like the lady in the picture, and she's like super, not really old, but she's like in an old-timey photo with a bunch of old people, so I guess that implies that she's old. And then after that, we see Arista floating in the space elevator for some weird reason, fastly, not really. I don't know, I thought it was kind of, well, no, wait, she was captured, and then like and then Arista, Shutora gets in a fight with the lady, and we find out she's immortal, and that she has another immortal, like another reanimated minion, and then like she like allows Shutora to leave or something. I don't know, I don't know. It was kind of weird, but then she looks at Arisa. Oh yeah, I forgot one thing too. In the middle of what I was gonna say last time, of when like I think her concert or whatever was past the point where the photo shoot happened, like we see a really bad 3D animated scene of her just dancing and singing, and Toma and Index and Misaka being there, even though for some reason those three are separate from each other. Personally, I think it'd be better shot if they were together, but you know, whatever. And yeah, we're in a bad 3D animated cut scene. I mean, why? But yeah, so then we see, her in her outfit fixing to sing for all of her audiences and all that. And I think we're going to stop here. I may end up making this a 2-part, not a 3-part, but personally I feel like this was a little bit more better, because I got kind of, I feel like this is a little bit better. But I'm not going to stop here. I think I'll continue going for a little bit, because it's not even 50 minutes yet. Okay, continuing. Okay, so then, like, Toma is like in the hospital with Index and Misaka. Misaka and Index kind of glare at each other for a little bit. And then Tsuji Mikado and Style kind of enter the room saying, "Can we talk to Toma?" They tell him all this bad stuff about that's gonna happen to Earth because of space elevator reasons. And I think I'm gonna stop there, actually. Yeah. So this is gonna be a 2-parter, not a 3-parter. I tried to test myself if I could wrap this up in one video, but I guess not. So, yeah, you will see me in part 2. I hope you enjoyed this one. I usually don't do this stuff, but I hope you found this really funny and entertaining. I may end up doing more of this stuff, of this type of thing. But, yeah, so I'll catch you guys later. See you in part 2 of Endymions, Miracle of the Disappointing movie. Yeah.